Gentlemen, as a guy, a civilian who runs around calling himself Planetary Defense Commander, I definitely wanted to take this evening and this moment to say thank you and a tip of the cap to all of our veterans, those who have served and those who are serving. Thank you, 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 and thank you. My dad was in the Air Force. My stepdad was in the Air Force. My Uncle Butch, my Uncle Bob, my Uncle Chuck were in the military. My sister Ange was in the Air Force. Funny story, my Uncle Butch, who's also my godfather, when I was young, he said, "Look, man, I forbid you from joining the military." So I said, "Okay, Godfather Butch." And Mom and Dad were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "But Uncle Butch said no." And so I've always felt a strong connection to the men and women who keep civilization standing. And the men and women who have prevented bullies from getting too big. I take my hat off and I thank y'all. And the military has always done its best to keep the peace and save the day, keep civilization standing. The military has relied on the people to figure out which politicians would put us in the best positions to deal with everything and all of our challenges. And so the U.S. Marine Corps, I think it was the 245th birthday. And so definitely I'm saying cheers and thank you to all the protectors out there. And my Uncle Butch, my godfather, always reminded me of Wolverine. He was like 6'3", really lanky. He did 2 tours in Vietnam. He always reminded me of Wolverine, dude. He was the most Wolverine guy I'd ever met. Wolverine is my favorite superhero, other than Jesus Christ. And so I just wanted to say thank you to all the veterans and all the men and women still standing on the wall. They're helping keep civilization standing and have done a great job so far keeping bullies in check. And I hope and I pray one day we can get to a place where there is no more war against mankind. And we can just spend all of our time, our energy, and our resources making mankind better together. Definitely cheers the guys that allow us, and men and women. Today I have two of my friends, Fitzroy and Apollo. We both love music and rock and roll. And the fact that here we are still standing in 2020 talking about future rock and roll wouldn't be couldn't have happened without the U.S. military. But things are crazy, so definitely smoke them if you got them. So I just want to say Happy Veterans Day to everyone. This is the day before the holidays where we are reminded that a lot of great men and women sacrificed and have done amazing things before us to get us here to this day of freedom where all the civilians could be living in the lap of utter future quote-unquote luxury compared to what we had in the 1700s or 1800s, man. And the fact that we've not had a major world war since World War II is a testament to our veterans and the ones that are serving today. And they say Audie Murphy was like the first Captain America. They say Audie Murphy was one of the best, coolest soldiers that ever soldiered. And he was cool too. Man, it's been a hell of a run since this country started, bro. A lot has changed. And somehow we have kept freedom, liberty, and hope alive. But the energy is good today, and I am very grateful and thankful. Very grateful and thankful to all the veterans and all the soldiers, the people on the wall, whether you got to deal with the coronavirus, you got to deal with the situation of 215 nations working it all out. I have super high respect and regard for our protectors. And it sounds easy to me to be some type of unappreciative nihilist. And so, just want to say thanks again. Thanks a million, thanks a billion, thanks a trillion. Better days are ahead. Hopefully, God willing, you know? I mean, we've been through 45, maybe possibly now 40, going into 46 presidents. And that somehow the military has definitely, American military has definitely helped keep civilization standing and advancing forward. And that regardless of all the hyperbolic rhetoric in the United States, we have not seen a leader come anywhere close to the horrible crimes of Hitler. That was 80 years ago, man. And that I'm not going to listen to the hyperbolic doom and gloom rhetoric that is pervasive in the speech of almost all people. Because I know that the cooler heads have kept it together in honor of family, friends, and the future, and freedom. And that one of the very first points of the coronavirus was that when the U.S. military said, if you get the virus, you can't join the military. That's when we knew it was serious, man. When all 5, now 6 branches are like, take this shit seriously. Wear masks, play defense, Space Force. You may not be military, but we're all in this together now, man. And I was raised by 2 of the coolest dads a kid could have ever wished for. And my uncles, and even my sister. And so, yeah, I wouldn't think you would want your children to not have a chance to join organizations that have helped put out some of the best men and women that this planet has seen for the last couple hundred years. Part of me thinks someday I want to have kids just so they can join the Air Force or the Navy or the Army or the Marines or the National Guard or the Coast Guard. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say thank you. Thank you. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we will make it through whatever the universe throws at us. And we will keep civilization moving forward like we always have been, and we will embrace family, friends, and freedom. And I love all the good people who never give up, no matter how much the world tests us. So thank you. Happy Veterans Day to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas, kick-ass Kwanzaa, happy great conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn. And let us do the very best we can with 2021 with all the problems that have been left over from 10,000 years of civilization that have landed in our laps together, soldier, veteran, or civilian. You know what I'm saying? Asteroid Fight Club loves you and appreciates you. Stay cool. God bless everyone. And thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Thank y'all.